So if you're an average consumer or you're the YouTuber Apple World where you try to convince everybody to buy an iPhone XR in 2019, hold my beer and watch this whole video. Hey, what's up everybody? Michael here. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be doing the first of a response video, but not in a way that you guys think. I am not trying to call out a YouTuber. I'm just reacting to a video, giving a counter argument to a YouTuber's video. I'm not saying I'll do this all the time, but just for certain things. Now, if you guys know, I watch a lot of tech YouTubers like Apple World, Everything Apple Pro, Taylosif, Front Page. I watch them all. But recently, I've been getting back into Apple World because, you know, he's a nice YouTuber. I love his content. But I just saw a video that he made called Why You Need an iPhone XR. And I watched the video and I said to myself, I kind of don't agree. Now, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon that the iPhone XR sucks. I'm not saying that it's a bad phone. If anything, I think it's a great phone. It's a great phone for the price point and you get a lot of bonuses. I agree with a lot that he says in there, but I have to respectfully disagree on why you don't need an iPhone XR versus an iPhone X. Yes, I said an iPhone X. Now hear me out, guys. Just hear me out on this one. I will raise a few things before I start the video. I want to say that I respect all YouTubers, I respect their content, I respect everything that they do, and I do not want to wish to any harm or any disrespect or take away anything from their content. So I just want to get that out there. But I watched his video and he made some points. I will say what I agree with. I agree battery life is better on an iPhone XR. You get a better wide-angle camera on an iPhone XR, and for the price that you're paying, you get a decent phone. I agree with those 3 points, but it's time for me to give my spin on why I disagree and why I think the iPhone X is a better choice for your dollar. So, without further ado, let's pull up my version of why you need an iPhone X. And I'm not talking brand new. You can get a refurbished iPhone X. So let's pull up the iPhone X. The first thing, right off the bat, if you get an iPhone X from Apple, it's not going to come new. So that's one thing. But remember something here. When Apple sells a refurbished iPhone, they always make sure that it's up to par. They make sure that it is a good quality. And on top of that, they put a fresh battery and make sure there's no scratches or scuffs, so you get a nice device that looks almost as new, but it was just slightly used. So that's one. Number two, the price of a refurbished iPhone X is 64 gigs, starting price is $769. Now, while the XR is $20 less, for $769 you get a better iPhone, in my opinion, and I'll break it all down. Next reason why you should get an iPhone X. You get an OLED display versus an LCD display. Now, even though the LCD display is alright, OLED, nothing beats OLED displays. And on an iPhone X for $769, even if you need 256 gigs, you get a nice display that's really nice. If you want a phone with a nice, beautiful display, I give it to the 10, 10, 10 Max, but those are expensive. But if you want an iPhone X for $769 on Apple, let's not forget the resale market in America right now for an iPhone X would generally be $600 to $700. So you could find it cheaper, but I usually recommend going through Apple because they do a little better with the refurbishment. It depends on who you buy as well. But you get an OLED display. There's no compromise for an LCD display. Next thing, the A11 Bionic chip is fast, if not as fast as the A12 Bionic. Now, even though A12 will be the faster phone, hands down, the A11 is still a faster CPU. It still holds up, and it has impressive bench scores within even a year of the iPhone XS and XS Max and the XR. So right there, the chip will be built to last. It is one of the best chips that I've seen in a phone, and the A12 is just an upgrade. But if you're looking to save money, the A11 will still be just as fine. Next thing, you get the same Face ID camera. There's really no big change that I could see. I've used my friend's XS Max in my iPhone X, and the Face ID was as fast. Next reason why you should get an iPhone X, you get the same features, fast charge, wireless charging, you get that no-notch display, or you get the bezel-less display, you still get that goddamn notch. But at least for the price point of an iPhone X versus the XR, you're getting a better deal, bang for your dollar. The next reason why you should consider an iPhone X is pretty simple. You get a better build. Now, I'm not saying the XR is cheaply made. By all means, it is a great build phone. But here's the thing. For $749, you're getting an aluminum chassis that, honestly, for me, I can't go back to aluminum. I'm sorry. For me, stainless steel is amazing. And for $769, again, $769, guys, think about that for a second. you can get a stainless steel band, a premium flushed glass that is beautiful in my opinion, and it just does the job well. You get a better feel of a premium phone that once cost $999, now brought down. Now keep in mind, if you don't want to buy refurbished, that's completely fine, but your dealer or carrier may have these phones for cheaper, even brand new. It depends on who your carrier is. Next reason, you get 2 cameras versus 1 camera on the XR. Now while I agree the XR has a nice wide angle telephotic lens, you still get a dual 12 megapixel that are still the same cameras in the XS, XS Max, just a little bit more better. And on top of that, if you need any more proof, the dual cameras work just fine with optical image stabilization. And on top of that, the cameras can film beautifully. There is no difference whatsoever. These cameras are great. Not saying anything disrespect to the XR, but that's a 1 lens. If you want something for $749 or $769, I'd get a double lens. And finally, the reason why I would say you should consider an iPhone 10 versus the iPhone XR, and this is a personal preference, this is just me, it'll be built to last more. Because the iPhone 10 is the first gen product. So when history will look back on it, that phone will be recognized in 10 years later. So if you decide to hold on to that phone and keep it, it'll have more significant value as the refresh that Apple is going for the next 10 years. Like the first iPhone, that phone is worth a lot. 10 years later, we have this new version that will be worth just as much, if not more, because of what it was able to bring to the table for the next 10 years. Now, love it or hate the design of the iPhone 10, that is still the new design that Apple is going to be remembered in history for, whether for the best or for the worst. But those are my reasons why you should consider getting an iPhone 10 over an iPhone XR. You get more value for your dollar. Even if it's a certified refresh, you're still getting a premium phone, and Apple makes sure your warranty covers it as well. Because let's be real here, when you get a brand new phone from Apple, you don't know if you're getting a certified refresh or a brand new phone out the box. You never know. They always are in the back, so you gotta remember that. You get 2 cameras, you get fast charging, you get everything the same as the XR. The only difference is just CPU. That's about it, and screen size, a 6.1 inch display versus a 5.8. But that is up to preference. Me, I would personally choose the OLED over LCD, seeing how much of a difference it is. Now, I'm different. I'm not you guys. You guys have to make your decision. But if you want to spend the extra $20 for a refreshed version of a phone that cost $1,000 when it first came out, and if you want to pay an extra $869, the same as a XR for $256, by all means, I would recommend it, because personally, you're getting more for your money. That is just me. I feel that the build quality, the performance, the features and everything are the same, if not almost identical to the XR, just with a different CPU. That is just me. And you get 2 cameras. So it is up to you guys if you choose to. But look, if you need battery life and you want something affordable, I would say go for the XR. But if you want something more sensible, I'm not saying it's a bad choice to pick the XR, but if you want a phone that does less compromising and gives you a premium experience, go for the 10. That is my personal opinion. You are free to disagree with it. And Apple World, if you are watching, if you disagree with my points, that is completely fine. Look, I'm not debating your choices. I think you have some very valid points as to why you said people should consider the XR. And I agree with you. I don't think the XR is bad, because people that went out and jumped it are not qualified to say whether that phone is good or bad. Look at me. I didn't say nothing about it, nothing bad. I waited till the phone came out, and then I looked at it and I said to myself, it's a good phone. So look, there are people out there that aren't qualified or even worthy to say if it was bad before it came out. That is just my personal opinion. And if you're watching this video and you see where I'm coming from, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just giving a counter argument. But if you are free to agree to disagree, I have no problem with it at all. And if you ever want to discuss this further, if you ever want to do it, hey, I'm up to it. As you know, I'm up for collaborations if you watch this video. But we're not going to try to promote collaboration. We're just promoting a video. And I'm just giving my reasons as to why I believe the 10 is a more sensible investment over the XR. Although I will say, if you do need a new phone, I would go for the XR for a better battery, and you get a little extra display, and also get some nice colors in there. So those are my reasons why I think you should get a 10, but if you don't agree and you disagree with everything, then get a XR or leave your thoughts down below. That is going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below which phone do you have right now, whether it's Apple, Android, I don't care. Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and peace.